5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
How's everybody? What's happening? Look what's happening there. We've got a black banner. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Media assets. They sort of changed the menu here, which has not been good for my my tangled web here. It's kind of put things in a few different places. So happy Friday. We're all alive. We're here. We have a new administration, which may either force you into torpor or suicide, or you have spasms of joy and craziness running amok. We've got all kinds of crazy stuff that's bad in the world. We got Tabatha's treasures here. Hello, Toby, the one and only girl from Wilshire Boulevard, Toby Simmons. She's turned me on to the wonderful Tabatha Purdy from up in the San Fernando Valley, I guess. She's up in Sacramento, excuse me. And she'll be joining us in a minute talking about her various treasures. She's a hardworking entrepreneur, like the rest of us, like including Toby and myself and a few of the people like Rick Davis. What's happening, Rick? How are you? Greetings and salutations, man. So today, let's see what kind of craziness we have in the news. Let's see. Boy, I'm looking for anything good here. My God, other than the stuff we've covered already. Oh, here's something cool. A wall of ice the size of Rhode Island is heading towards penguin-packed island off of Antarctica. Now, that's where we have to do our next broadcast. I think a penguin-packed weekend in Antarctica might be just the thing. You know, it's been weird. You know, we're in the winter, and it's been such a crap winter here. Unlike many of my friends, I really like the snow. I'm enjoying the little bit of snow out in the yard, and I don't know. It feels quite festive, I must say. I had a crappy, my Christmas was just like bah humbug, but you know, it wasn't really that bad. It's just, I didn't have like that overwhelming Christmas spirit. Part of that was just all the politics and crap going on. And I'm looking here, we have a shockingly gory feminist retake of Cinderella. Now that looks great. You guys are going to love that. All the ladies will be out there. It's going to be like that movie, what was it? 50 Shades of Weird and Strange, or just fun and dancing, fun and games, depending on your outlook. Marilyn Manson, no charges in sex assault case. I said this when its charges were meant. Remember, lots of people do that shit. They go after people who are successful. And, you know, it was sort of like the chick who got abused by Mike Tyson. I don't know. If my daughter went up to his room at 2 a.m, I'd be upset with her. I'd be like, what are you doing, you dumbass? Any rate, enough about that. We have a lot of bad news, so I'm just going to keep that off the radio here. We have some hostages to be released in Israel. That's a good thing. Spirit Airlines, for all of us who've traveled on a budget, that gives new meaning to the smell tour of various places in the world. Spirit is like flying and knowing that I'm your pilot. Actually, you'd probably have a better chance of getting there. I can play the simulator at one point pretty good, a long time ago. Luxury doomsday bunker for all of us who've been dealing with house fires and the California fires. You can get a doomsday bunker. It looks like a club that I really wouldn't want to be in. You know, all these assholes down there. You have like the Mensa Society of East Peoria. Did Ukraine kill its own? Blah, blah, blah. Who knows? I don't want to talk about it. And that's it. I think the most interesting news is the shockingly gory feminist Cinderella. So it's at Sundance. You'll see it next year or sometime in the spring. Who the hell knows? So that's it. Enough of this stuff. I think we could get more of a fire report from Toby because she's down there in the middle of the action. I know I saw some of our friends yesterday posting this new fire. It's frightening wherever you live. You just don't expect this shit like that. I mean, I've seen fires in California, but I know not like this. It's just insane. So before we get any farther in, I think, usually at this point in the game, our guest would be here, but we have our second guest will be joining us in just a minute. I'm going to quickly run a brief spot, and then we're going to bring Tabatha on. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to call her Tamara. It's my I'm senior citizen, the synapses, they get a little jinky sometimes. And I will promise to behave today. No strange sounds. They've really screwing with my head. They've changed the way I go and make things happen. So let's see if we can get Leland to say anything about this godforsaken piece of turf.
Hi, this is Leland Sklar, and I am hanging with Neve, and I am having the best time of my life.
Live with Neve Fridays on the East Coast.
Like a melting flake of snow this year. I won't be sad to see it go.
Hi, I'm Darren F. Flynn, a singer-songwriter from Ireland, and I'm on Live with Neve.
I would have said it couldn't happen here. There's some changes headed.
Carlton Wilkinson. Check out his new record on Wilkinson Record. And watch the lower right corner. You will get a message.
Off this
A secret message.
Bird Island shore, and I can't say where.
There you go, CarltonJWilkinson.com. Peering at him through the shower door. I'm not sure what's going on here. Easy, Carlton.
Poor man sagging cigarette takes the subway home. Rich man folding old regret steps on the rundown below.
They sentenced me to 20 years of boredom for trying to change the system from within. I'm coming now, I'm coming to reward them.
All right. We're back. And here you are. It is about 9 past the hour. And let's see. We're going to bring up Tabatha. Her mic is open. Good afternoon.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Lovely. I'm lovely every day.
Excellent. Well, that's true. I've just recently seen your show, and
Thank
I
you.
looked at it today for a while and got lots of stuff, cool stuff.
I,
So
I'm
tell me, how did you what got you into this? What turned the door that said, this is going to work for me?
so I was a customer at first, as most people are when it comes to this type of a thing, and decided to try it for myself. Bought the starter
Mhm.
kit. It was a different starter kit other than what it is now. Thought I'd sell that, get my money back, get a ticket for convention. They throw a convention every summer in Vegas, and I'd be done with it. Obviously expanded, and business is going along, and I'm very happy that I stayed along with it 4.5 years in.
4.5 years in. And
Yep.
what do you do different now than you didn't do at the beginning?
So now I go live all the time, morning, noon, and night, like a full-time job, actually like 2 full-time jobs. I used to just do a couple times a week, but if you really want to get your product and face out there, you have to be extremely consistent. I am the consistent queen. And the more you're putting your face and product out there at the different times, you're getting different people looking, and it's working.
And what is your average customer? guys looking for something for their love?
Not too
Loves looking for
often.
something?
Not
No,
too
it's
often.
mostly women.
It's mainly the women shopping for themselves, and sometimes they do be gifting. I do have a few guy customers they'll get, because I do have men's pieces, urban pieces they're called. They'll get a few things, but I
Mhm.
haven't caught that crowd yet. I'm working on that.
You have to get the metrosexuals out there, you know.
You got to use all social media platforms. I try one day at a time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think money spends no matter where it comes from. So
100%.
how many, when you started, how many hours were you working as far as on air?
So on air, I would probably do maybe under 10 a week of live. Because
Okay.
I really wasn't concepting what was going on. And then when I started listening to all the big sellers in the company, how did they make the business work? Stay consistent. And bam, I made myself take off. So with this sort of thing, the more that you sell, the more they reward you. And I'm like, oh, you get free stuff the more you sell. And that caught my attention. And different selling levels, you get different rewards. So I made sure to hit first selling level. And then next
Mhm.
season, I went up to third selling level, and I haven't looked back since.
So you've had that kind of growth consistently since the second years of the plateau's gotten wider to get the really big things going, or
So
how does that work?
it did plateau last year when the cost of living skyrocketed. It did plateau, and it was really scary. Recently, just those last couple of months, I'm like, I'm in a bit of trouble here. My product is not moving, even though I haven't messed with my consistent schedule. I just needed to
Mhm.
do something different. So now that's when I do quick mornings and afternoon lives, and it's a brand new, but I'm seeing the growth as far as new eyes on the product, and of course, some new orders.
Mhm. How long are those typically, those short
So
videos
in
that
the
you do?
morning, anywhere only 5 to 30 minutes. People are generally
Great.
at work, getting their morning going, and it's where
Mhm.
I'm not facing the camera. In the afternoon and the nighttime, I face the camera, engage in conversation.
Yes.
In the morning, I'm not all pretty and prim, so we ain't showing none of that.
Oh, that's okay. We all, I like to do. I think I have to try that one morning, just when I roll out of bed and just walk in there. Oh, we're live with Neve today. Doing the de-fliming in the morning. Yeah, we're gonna have med talk here. Who knows? So, what do you have, like, a lot of repeat people who come back to you because they dig you and they like
I
your stuff?
do, because I have got a very close community, and
Mhm.
so everyone's very protective and supportive. Of course, online business, we're going to get some trolls. I've learned how to handle them.
Sure.
At first, I would be like, "Why are you talking mean to me, bro? I didn't do nothing to you." I would end the live because it startled me.
Sure.
Now I've gained all the confidence, and now I dare trolls to come on, because now my viewers will screenshot their name, go to their profile, hunt down their family, and message them. It's fun.
Oh man, that's great. Well, I like that. I always think a good offense is a great defense.
Yes,
Especially
yes.
in our biz too. We occasionally get a heckler. Speaking of not a heckler, hey Dave, it's been a while. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Dave is one of the first people I met when I moved back to New Jersey. I went and auditioned for a band he had here, and then I had a new job, so it never really it just didn't work out. But he's got a great band here in town, Southern Steel. It took me a second, a little brain fart there. Anyhow, good to see you, Dave. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys are gigging and having fun. You need to come by and break the mold and sign up, get some stuff for the lady from Tabatha here, and go on a buying spree, or just give her a credit card and the number. And try
I'll greatly appreciate that.
already. Yeah, absolutely. So, tell me a little bit about the company that you started with, that made you figure this out and gave you some guidance.
So I adore the company because first, they produce a product. All we have to do is sell it. Most of the items are $5, like my earrings,
Mhm.
everything you see in the background, $5. It can go no more than $25, like the necklace I'm wearing.
Mhm.
And they're huge on charity, which I love all that as well. When my kids were all
Sure.
small, I was super big on that. So again, the more
Mhm.
we buy, then they gift us more, right? So it's free inventory, but we pass that along to our buyers.
Mhm.
They also do a once a year, it's a vacation, a lot into the Dominican Republic, because we fund that orphanage over there in Dominican Republic.
Okay.
So I really love the charity part about it, but they give us a product. We can work from home on our own schedule, and
Mhm.
life goal is to travel, they produce that as long as you sell the product to pay for the travel. We just went to Tulum, Mexico. It was amazing.
All right. That's very cool. You
Yeah.
go up the pyramids and all that rock, climb up
I
the
So
stairs.
I did go, I went to Chichen pyramids. I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not allowed to climb them anymore. They're preserving that now. So it's all roped
Gotcha.
off, but it was still an
Right.
experience to see everything. And then the underground part where they showed us where the Mayan city used to be. And then
Mm-hmm.
also took us to see cenotes waterfalls. Oh, it's beautiful. I love warm weather. Okay. I
Oh
love it.
yeah. So speaking of that, how cold is it up in Northern California today?
It is not cold. It's actually probably like upper 50s, near 60. Normally it's pouring rain right now in January. So it's a really weird winter for us right now. Really dry,
Gotcha.
really
Do
scary.
they typically up there have like Oregon like weather, that kind of thing?
Not too
Northern.
bad. I mean, usually we get a lot of rain starting November and then it tapers off February-ish, and we haven't had enough. So this is pretty scary season for us right now.
I
So
bet.
yeah, not
bet.
as bad as Oregon. I mean, I'm obviously not complaining about the sunshine, but again, we need rain. We need to grow our food.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Toby, you're out there. Tell us if you got anything big you're working on this evening, or what are you guys doing this weekend? Any good shows in LA that we should be talking about, or that you'd like to talk about? Toby's been a great friend of the show. She's introduced me to lots of great guests, and she's the best. What can I tell you? Really like her a lot.
She's been super amazing, supportive on my page as well.
Yeah, I've noticed, just to give her a pitch, anybody out there, if you have a band or you have a small business or you need some social media management, that type of thing. I'm really, my social media management skills speak for themselves. They're not, I need to hire somebody myself. It's like everybody, we all learn as much as we can about what we're doing to try and make your business happen. It's never enough hours in the day to learn, but one thing I've learned sometimes is just to hire the right people who, you can work with them. And I like people, you just tell them what you want and they run with it.
Yes.
They come back and they go, "Hey, is this right?" And I go, "Yeah, it's great. Get out of here." As long as they're thinking and it's something, they're not just boring and pulling something out of their ear. I always like people who. So have you done any other type of advertising for your business locally? Do you get any sales locally?
So because I do Facebook Live every night and post, I do have some local customers. I mail everything out pretty much though, just because, live 14 times a week. And I do have car magnets I put on my car. And then
Oh, that's
stickers.
cool.
Right. I need to put a little bit more, but I try. It has a QR code that leads people to my online store that's linked up there in my profile there on my page. And then
Excellent.
if customers want to help get the items out there, I have the same QR code on a sticker I put in their packages.
Very nice. That's good.
I'm trying.
Huh, that's good. I like the on your car stickers. That's really good thinking. All this great tech we have nowadays, it certainly can make it easy.
It
Jay
can.
Snyder.
It can, but tech savvy I am not. It's a lot to keep up with.
It is, and I think earlier we were talking or yesterday about how if you want to go, some people are doing the TikTok route, and I mean that is like an amazing amount of work. Though that's the thing that it's also because I have an older audience generally than the TikTok generation. Not that there's not. I've seen some really funny seasoned citizens on there make me laugh my ass off. Some crazy moms like my mom. They're like, if I said to my mom, "Ma, I want you to come on the show," she'd go, "Oh, shit in your hat. I'm not going on the show." She's funny as hell. And, I love her. She's she's like people who meet me and then they meet my mom. They're like, "I understand you better now." It's just like, but in a good way, of course.
I do go on TikTok and I do see older people doing well with the business on there. You have to be consistent, of course.
Right.
But I've worked 4.5 years on the, here on or over there on Facebook. So I'll get on TikTok. I will. The crowd over there right now, it's the same. Look at you. Look at all your tattoos. To me, isn't everybody tattooed? I'm here to sell jewelry.
Right. That's an interesting. But I would also think though that there's a lot of people who are into tats who'll just think you're a cool chick because they have them too. I mean, it's a big deal for people.
Oh, I definitely get stopped a lot, like for my art collection because it's really good work.
Hmm. Do you have any pictures?
I have pictures, not able to show you since I'm on the phone with you and they're on the phone.
Oh, okay, that's fine. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll we'll have to wait till next time. I was just curious. It's always intriguing to see. Tell me, does each one have a special meaning to you of any kind, or is it a moment in time?
Well, I see something and I like, okay, let me show you this one.
Hmm.
I go in hardly without references. I just go to the artist and I say, this is my thought in my head. You're the artist. What can you come up with? I'm covered in a lot of skulls. I like skulls
Hmm.
and animals.
Very cool. Oh, right, I get it. It's one of those beetles with the
It's
the
ladybugs.
skull.
It's ladybug.
Yes, a ladybug. That's
Yeah.
very
So
cool.
so all my work is custom. So you're not going to see it on somebody else. When I go to the artist, I'm like, it has to be, where you haven't done it on anybody else. I'm not a copycat collector. And when they
Hmm.
look at my collection, they can tell that. So then I have, on the other hand, same artist. I collected from him a lot.
Hmm. Oh
I
yeah, I
love,
like the control. That's awesome.
yeah. So,
Hmm.
and butterflies, dragonflies, bloody bows on this half sleeve because I'm obviously very girly, but I like Halloween year round. So bloody bows.
That's
Um,
cool.
And then my children's birth animals over here going on covered with
Hmm.
the jewelry. I go, I birth animals. I don't do no portraits. Everyone gets portraits. I'm not shaming. It's just not my thing.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, hey, we got another guest here, Bill Puig. How are you, my friend? We've got Bill here joining us. He's with the excellent band, Prague. I'm sorry, what am I calling him? Oh, sorry, dude. It's been a long day. I'm having a brain fart. I hate it when this happens. I talk to this guy all the time, and I know his band's name. I'm just having a brain fart. He's gonna type
Hello.
it in and go, "You are dumb shit." Bill, remind me. It's. God, I'm sorry. I've been. What do you call it?
Hello, Bill
There
with
he
no
is.
band name. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, Bill. Prague. I want to. I have it locked in my head. Prague Nation, and I'm just stuck. It's so well. Legion of Prague. There we go. I'm sorry. What can I tell you, man? You love me anyway. I know you do. He's a great guy. Actually, his band is exceptional, and I say that. There's a lot of bands out there that try and play that type of music. It's Yes and Genesis and all this cool stuff, and he
Awesome.
wails. So, Toby, have you purchased any jewelry from our friend?
Is Toby there? I can't see.
Toby, well, I see her she's been in and out, and she was
Okay.
just here a few minutes ago. So she's somewhere lurking in the shadows, I think, at the moment.
Okay.
She's probably doing social media because I imagine she's got a busy weekend for somebody else and
Awesome.
is kind enough to come by. So, what do you see for the next year? Your prognostication, business wise?
I believe because I started a new venture of, morning, noon, and night that I got nervous about sitting on so much product as an at-home business product person would. And
Hmm.
since I started that, I'm gaining the new following that I'm going to produce some more sales. That's my goal, produce more sales.
Excellent.
So that's what I foresee for this 2025.
How would you? What do you think you can do to make it even? What do you think you can do differently to get more business? It always fascinates me because there's so many different ways to skin the cat, so to speak.
I do need to
Is
get
it?
more active on TikTok. Okay.
No, I
It-
gotcha. Is it
social
something that you might consider ever automating? I just asked that question because maybe if you were to do some standard spots and run them when you can't necessarily be there.
So my online store that's linked up there in the top of my profile, I leave that open 24 hours. I love waking up to
Oh,
orders from that because I'm an insomniac
gotcha.
shopper myself. So I,
Hmm.
I post the products there on my business page
Hmm.
story when I go live. And then I have the store as well. And I have people who shop from all four things.
Hmm.
Also on personal page story, I'll put some products as well. So I do post in TikTok story, Instagram story. I post everywhere.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, that's cool. I'm learning a few things that I'm not really familiar with. It's a different business than what I do. It's in your case, I guess you really got to try and get that volume, and because
Yep.
it's a small item. Well, cool. Well, I'm glad you came on.
Thank you.
Hell, do you have what is your email and what is the best way to get a hold of your business?
So my email is tabathatreasures@icloud.com, but the best way is just to message me there on the business page. I answer those messages all day long. That's where everyone messages me with questions or pictures of products that they might be interested in to see if I still have available. I don't always have time to go through and delete photos that have sold out. So it happens sometimes, but most of the time I can find them something similar. So business page messaging is best.
Okay, you hear that? And what is the business page again?
Tabatha Treasures. Tabatha's Treasures. It has a pink key in the background. Pink key.
Yes,
And you can't miss my bright red hair.
that's true. That's true. Well, thanks for coming on. I hope you do very well, and we'll check back with you and hope to hear that you're doing well and great and making lots of money.
I'm going to do very well. And thank you for having me. This is very exciting. Let me ask you, how do I guess copy link to share this to my pages, or do I wait till you load it, or you want to message me all that?
It will be loaded, but I'll go ahead and send you the links so you can do whatever you need to do with them.
It gets me more exposure. I'm super excited. Thank you.
Well, great. Well, thanks a lot for coming on. We, it's something new for us too. We always have bands, we have comics, we have artists, we have, you just never know who we might have on. Toby gives you, the nod, and I said, well, why not? So here you are, and I'm glad you came on. It's very nice of you.
I'm very thankful. I'm super excited, and maybe one day I'll rap for you guys. Have a great weekend.
Sounds great. All right, we'll see you later, and let's see what we've got going on here. Bill, what are you guys doing? I think you have a gig or two coming up right now. I don't have anything in front of me, or I would pimp your band. So why don't you go ahead and tell us about the show, what you're doing? Actually, if I could get off my ass here, I'll just go Legion of Prague and find out what he's doing. That would be too simple, wouldn't it? We get a little interaction going on here. Hold on. All right. Well, let's see. I don't really see anything too much to talk about. Looks like the penguin story is about the best. Wow, like some sorry stuff. All right, here we have it. Racks in Atco. Bill, why don't I send you an invite and have you come on, and then we'll talk about the Stone Pony Show in February. Now this looks good. This is very interesting and cool. Yeah, that sounds like a good show. Atco's way the hell out in the boonies, isn't it? Let me see here. Let me get a quick invite and send it to you. Copy. And we'll send one to a new tab. All right, copy. In fact, if anybody would like to join us on the show for some weird conversation, here is the link. So here you go, peeps. You made that look easy. Okay, thank you. It's coming up right now. No, I don't want to do anything except post it. Come on. There we go. Okay, folks, there is a link. If you'd like to be on the show, copy the link. There we go. So that's it. At any rate, it is the weekend. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to kind of dive into some fun, some music. I got a couple of books to read right now, and got a great book for my Christmas present, and I haven't had a chance to dive into it very far. So today's show, my afternoon guest has not made it in. So we're going to have kind of a reduced, I'm going to go ahead and play some blues for you and let you guys just hang out and listen to my guest, even though he's not here. I'm going to call him back, and I'm going to give him, find out what the hell is going on. But he's a good man, and we love him to death. So I'm going to bring up some music. I'm going to play a little Memphis Blue. Memphis Gold, excuse me, Memphis Blue. And here we go. Come on.
I love this.
See, you know, okay.
Ah. Yeah, some Memphis gold.
And your mind little baby. And your mind so hush, little baby, don't you
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And how about it? Memphis Gold. All right, all right. Yeah, man, Memphis has got it going on. We'll be back to him in just a minute. We'll play a little more of that stuff in a while, man. God, he's good. So let me get this out of here. And got our friend Bill is in the house. So get this out of here. Remove that for a minute. Bill Puig of Legion of Prague. Hey, what's happening, my friend? How are you?
Hey, Neil. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man. What's going on? You enjoying the retired life?
The retired life is very cool. Between the band and the YouTube channel, I have more than enough to do.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about your YouTube channel a little bit since we're here and you haven't been on in a while. Why don't you tell everybody what you're doing?
That seems like the last time I was here, I was bailing you out for a guest that didn't show up then, too.
You were. It happens. You know, this is, you know, it's like herding cats trying to get people to show up on time sometimes.
It's true. We musicians are a hard bunch.
They are.
Anyway.
It's like, you know, I got a cat. One of them got loose. There's a cat in here. I don't recognize it. No, I'm kidding. But life is good, man.
Anyway.
So you're playing. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your newest venture, the webpage. All the good.
Well, the YouTube channel has been going now for about 9 months. I think we talked about it last time I was here too.
Mm-hmm.
It is a YouTube channel that is focused on progressive rock and some of the interesting stories behind the music. It's called Prog Paganda, P-R-O-G Paganda. And I've been doing that now to where I have actually a pretty decent catalog of episodes together. My 45th episode, one about Peter Gabriel, went up yesterday.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. That's one of my favorite artists in the world. He's the best.
And I know you use YouTube also, so you're probably familiar with the concepts of your subscription and monetization and so forth. I am probably about a week or so away from getting monetized at the first level.
Wow, good job, man. Wow. Way to go. That's excellent. So glad to hear that.
It's been a lot of fun. I've actually had some good luck too, where I've put up episodes on various artists, and I've in some cases actually had the artist reach out to me and say, "Oh, well, it didn't happen that way," or "Oh, it's so cool that you remembered this after how many years." It's really been a lot of fun. I've not had the I would not have guessed necessarily that it would have resulted in that, but there's at least 4 interactions like that now that have happened in the last 9 months.
Well, that's so exciting. That's awesome. It really is. I have to go back and do a little deep dive into some Prog. It's been a while since I've seen it. I look forward to it.
I hope you enjoy it if you check it out. Definitely. The band has been going great guns too. We about 2 weeks ago did a show in central New Jersey at Tim McLean's Supper Club, which was very well attended and a lot of fun. And as I mentioned in the room before I came on air, we are doing a show in southern New Jersey outside of Philadelphia tomorrow at a place in the village of Atco in Waterford Works called Rax. Rax is right down the road from another place called Someplace Else, which has since closed, where you did sound for us last year.
I was going to say Waterford Works. That's a small town. I remember that. So you really are down south. Well, for any of my friends in Philadelphia, you know where to go find some good prog tomorrow. It's very close, and band will be excellent as always.
And then after that, in February, we have an appearance again at the Shore in Asbury Park at the Stone Pony. Followed about a week after that, the Stone Pony is February 16th. about a week after that, on Saturday, the 22nd of February, we're appearing at 118 North on the North Line outside of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to try and come to the Stone Pony one. That sounds perfect. It's close. It's down the road from here. Very
Well,
nice.
if you would like to buy tickets, I have them on sale.
Okay. Well,
they have the acts move tickets for them, and
excellent.
we have some tickets that we need to sell. If you're interested, I will certainly.
we will definitely. I will definitely reach out to you. And how would some of your fans get those? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Best way to get a hold of me is either through my Facebook Messenger. My name is Bill Poig. P is in Peter. UIG is the last name. You can put it up. There you go.
Visual aids.
If you feel more comfortable with email, you can send me a note at bill@legionofprague.com, and I can hook you up through that.
Well, excellent. Well, thanks for coming on, Bill, and pulling me out of the ashes of defeat and into the wings of victory here.
I pulled you out all the way. You still have 15 minutes to fill.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting here looking at my viewpoint. I think I'm going to play a little more of our friend Memphis. That way we can, rather than listen
He
to me
is
just
really
make
terrific. And his singer and the sax player are dynamite.
Killer. The sax player blows me away. In fact, every band, I'm going to play another cut that he did. And this is from over in England. And this is pretty cool.
I was really impressed, not only at the performance, but that they, quite frankly, had the balls to try and tack Summertime. I mean, after Janis covered it back in 1968, that's not a song that you see people touch anymore. But they nailed it.
And to really, she nailed it. I mean, she's just got, I think that's his niece, if I'm not mistaken. Bear with me, folks. I'm just calling up another video here. We're going to go ahead and present some video for you. Our pal, share the screen, and we want some more Memphis Gold. Yeah, his singer in that was Jennifer Mack, and she was quite good. Now this is he was playing over in Europe, and this is in Amsterdam, I believe. So here we go. It's,
live at the BBC.
Go ahead and watch Memphis Gold.
Even though you had to laugh on me, I'll be a funny ride. Even though you had to laugh on me. It's amazing. Every my day, I get a little bit down someday. But my woman came to me one day. She said, Memphis. I said, what, baby? She said, the thriller's gone. I said, what? She said, the thriller's gone. I said, baby, you know it couldn't be gone. She said, yeah. The thriller's gone. And I got to thinking, I said, baby, you know what? I said, the thrill may be gone. But you don't miss this. She got miss what?
Man, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, you know the thriller's gone. Thriller's gone, girl. You know there's nothing wrong. Yeah, you know the thriller's someday.
All right, all right.
Very nice.
Man. Those choppers, man. I turned around and looked at him picking with his teeth. I was like, God, oh. Hold on, peeps. Whoa. Great band he had over in the Netherlands.
No, that was a great rendition of that song, too. I mean, that's yet another song where you hear that one and it's almost impossible not to compare it to B.B. King. But he did a wonderful job. And the playing with the teeth, I mean, that is...
Yeah, I just was like, holy shit, man. Chester is a guy who fought in the Vietnam War. Thank you if you're out there, buddy, and happen to watch at the moment. But yeah, he's a great guy, and he's been playing a long, long time, and he tears it up. He does a great does an Otis Redding tribute, and he's done a couple of these tribute shows, like at Lincoln Center, up at the Apollo Theater. He's got a good thing going, you know. Lives down in DC. It's weird. Oh, Here he is. Holy shit. I'm just sitting here talking about the
I've
man.
been watching you, man. I've been having my eyes on you now for my something was wrong. I don't know what's wrong with my phone, but I finally got it where I'm supposed to be at, man. Yeah, I got a
Well,
new
we're
phone.
glad
I've
you're
been
here,
trying to figure it
man.
out.
We're glad you're here, brother. How
Oh
are you,
yeah,
man?
I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm blessed, like I said, I'm blessed by the best and praying for the rest.
All right, man. That's good. That's me too. I'm taking
How
help
you
wherever
doing,
I can
Neil?
get it to.
Man, I've been trying to get with you for the last couple weeks, man. It's so you see, wishes can't come true. So hey man, I'm glad
Hey,
with you.
man, stuff happens. It's been the holidays and people are working and,
Yeah, yeah,
getting
yeah.
sick and all kinds of crap. But we're here. We're glad you made it.
Well,
So
great, man. I'm glad to be here.
you've been down in DC. So the past 2 or 3 weeks must be insane there, just getting
Oh,
around. And,
oh, yeah, it's been crazy trying to, to manipulate your way through all this inaugural stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? But hey, we made it, and hopefully my year is beginning to start a little better now since all that stuff is done. So, hey, I'm ready to hit the road running.
I was going to say, didn't you have plans? You're going to be out on the road in the spring or something in the summer?
Yeah, I got a couple of shows coming up. Like I said, I'm still trying to rebound from COVID, man. I mean, from that,
Yeah.
when we had that no shows at all. But
Yes.
I'm kind of coming back now. I got a gig out in Alaska. I'm going to Juneau, Alaska in May, and I got a lot of private gigs coming up, of course. But as far as festivals, my I
Good.
if you would know it, my wife in the background trying to tell me what I got to do.
Uh,
You hear
yeah, we hear.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to the show. Hello. Oh, where'd he go? Oh no, Memphis. Did she hit you? Oh Lord. I'm
oh my
assuming
goodness.
he'll be right back. That sucks. Well, he'll be back. He'll come back on his stalk on his eye. Oh, no. Yo, put me on TV, man. Could get you shot in many places. Wasn't planning to be on the air tonight, husband of mine. Might be mean with a baseball. Donk.
We would
We'll
have
see if he
heard that,
comes
I
back.
think.
Yes. Stranger things have happened. Well, how are you enjoying our little feast of winter weather finally? There he is. We're going to tease you, man. Your wife threw a baseball at you.
Yeah.
don't put me on that show. So have you ever been up to that part of the country? Have you been up to Alaska before?
Yeah, I've been a couple times. I've been to. Well, yeah, this will be the fourth time actually. I went to Fairbanks twice, and I did a big festival in Anchorage, and now I'm going to Juneau. So, man, it feels pretty good to see you going all over. Almost the whole state.
It's up the end of the world, man, up there.
It
Jeez.
is, man.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
lot of
cool.
blues music up there. A lot of good people up there. Oh,
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's wide open up there though. I mean, it's a
That's
really.
what matters.
That's
that's what I've
exactly.
heard. I often wonder. It's a fairly, like you say, it's just a wild and wide open frontier up there. I've
Yeah,
heard,
man, it is.
stories from friends who've lived there, and
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
but
But
hell,
what I like,
I'd like to visit.
yeah, of course. And then too, what I like about it, from when I found out that, you gotta get a chance to deal with some of the indigenous people up there, and of that
Hmm.
area as well. No, so that's a good thing.
That's
Mm.
cool. That's
Yeah.
great.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Little Jimmy King?
Yes, I have.
Okay, yeah, we
Yeah.
we did a festival up there. Wow, it must have been early 2000s, maybe something like that. Yeah, 99 somewhere. I think it's
Do you have the same band that you used?
well, I tell you about these guys. Ah, the guys are not like we used to. Me, like when we were playing back in the day, when you stick with the band, you know what I'm saying. So
Sure.
I kind of hire a lot of guys out, sometimes now. But there's a couple of guys been with me for, oh my gracious, at least 25 years. 25 years or so. So, but
That's always good
yeah,
when
but it's like it's not like when we grew up. You know, you grew up in the neighborhood, you started playing together, and you played together forever. You know, so
Oh yeah. Well, nowadays it seems like the guys who are like playing 2 or 3 bands at a time is fairly regular out there. Which I
exactly.
get it because you got to try and if you that's
Yeah,
all you're doing for a living,
that's right. Yeah,
you
yeah,
got to
yeah,
be
yeah.
hustling or you're not
Um,
going to be eating very well. Not in New Jersey for sure or
that,
DC,
yeah, I know. I'm gonna tell you,
the
man.
high rent
Anyway,
district. You know.
anywhere on the East Coast right now, man. I'm telling you.
Oh man, and here in Monmouth County where I live, they're bringing in the Amazon studios. It's going to be incredible. I'll be priced out of here before long. If you own a house here like Bill does, you'll be in good shape because man, it's going to be
Right.
the largest, richest area outside of
Well,
Los Angeles, and with Los Angeles having just had all these problems, be a ton
right.
of work coming here, and as
Yeah,
a
yeah,
result, all this real estate will just be ridiculous. It's
yeah,
ridiculous
yeah.
now, but it'll go.
Oh
It's
yeah,
going to
oh yeah,
be, all the realtors are salivating, and people are getting their homes ready to
yeah,
bail
yeah.
out, sell the farm, and move to Florida with everybody
They-
else, I guess.
yeah,
Ugh,
exactly. But
too
yeah, this
hot.
whole, like you said, the East Coast. I mean, the West Coast either. Well, I thought, well, saw it coming, because like I think California really overpriced itself, and they had all that what you call that IT stuff that was there and all that stuff.
Right.
You can
Oh
see
yeah,
it
all the
coming.
companies have left.
Yeah, yeah,
Musk and all these other people. A lot of
yeah.
companies have just, it's just too expensive. I
Mm-hmm,
love
hmm.
California, but I mean, I
I
couldn't
do.
afford to live there.
I'm telling you, man. But I did get a chance to play the Monterey though. I got a chance to play the
Oh,
Monterey 2010. I played the Monterey Blues Festival, and that was the
oh
highlight of
man,
my life, man. Huh?
I bet that just sounds great. Well,
Yeah,
if
man.
you need a bass player and a drummer, we're available for cheap rates.
That's all right. I believe you.
You always got to pitch it, man. You don't know it till you ask.
And that's right. That's right. Well, hey, man, come on, let's roll, man. I'm ready to roll with you guys, there.
Yeah,
But
man. We'll have a good time.
well, who's that gentleman? I hadn't met him yet. Who's the gentleman? And which?
This is Bill.
Hi,
Bill,
Bill.
meet Chester, otherwise known as Memphis Gold. He's
Yes,
our
sir.
buddy,
That's me. Nice to
and
meet you, Bill.
Great to
he's a
meet
very
you,
good
Memphis.
bass player.
Yeah.
He is a monster bass player, plays in a great band, and we met in strange circumstances, just bumped into each other. We were both like hitting up this recording studio down the street.
Really?
I walked in and he was there, and it's a couple of years ago now, and he's been
At least a couple of
coming
years
around,
ago,
and
yeah.
Right. Rest in
time
history,
flies.
huh? Well, that's good.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just was
That's.
thinking how, I mean, God, it's 25. It's just like 2025. It blows my- This past
Time,
year just went back like a
oh
flash, man.
man, time is getting away from us, man. I tell you, I seen like I said, I'll be 70 years old in a few days, man. That's crazy.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you're looking good, you're healthy, and you're playing music. So that's, I think that keeps most of us kind of alive and a little
Yeah.
more
Yeah, man. Because I
alive
know
than we would be. Keeps the
exactly.
old guy at the door, you keep him out there and just push him away.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I feel my age sometimes. Mostly, I just have the same fun I have always had, and
But
a
yeah,
little
it's
smarter
just,
than I used to be. I don't do as much dumb shit, but
yeah, yeah. Well,
Even
like I
active
said,
will keep you young, man. Absolutely.
young man, yes, yes. How old are you, Bill? By the way.
I am 68.
okay, okay.
Okay, yeah, you got a few years on me. Well, you look well. You're not like ready for the grave yet. You seem to play the
Looking
bass
good.
like son of a bitch.
I
I mean,
talking
really,
to my wife about this yesterday. I mean, I feel pretty good most days. There are some days that I get a little bit tired and I fall asleep in front of the TV, whatever. I'm convinced that
Yeah.
one day I'm just going to not wake up.
Okay.
You know what?
That's not
If
what
you
we're
got to
all
go
of us.
at some
We're
point,
only
you got
here for a
to
short
go
time.
eventually.
Yeah,
That,
yeah, yeah.
that would be on high on the list. That's like way higher than Grizzly Bear attack in Juneau while drumming with Memphis. Drummer mauled.
Well, you
his
know what they say about the
back,
grizzly
you
bear.
know.
You don't have to be as fast as the fastest one. You just have to be the faster than the last guy.
That's right.
Well,
That's
that's
right.
it. I'd be throwing people out of the way, man. I've got a very strong survival instinct and an aversion to authority figures. So,
Wow.
well, man, it's great to have you on, man. And you
Well,
know,
thank you so much. I know I got here late and everything, but like I said, I saw y'all was running a couple of video films when I was over in. I think it must seem like I was in
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
one of my favorite
Those clips
places
are
on earth.
fantastic, man. Very nice
oh
job.
man,
It's
thank
a
you.
great, yeah, you're tearing it up. And your singer in the other video I played, the female singer tore it up too.
Yeah, we played
Summer.
Summertime before we played Silverstone.
The Mojo Queen. Oh yeah, it's my
Yeah,
girl. Yeah,
yeah,
Zeno.
man, it was good
Well,
stuff.
look, now, I'm
Good
going to
stuff.
be. Well, if you guys are coming down, then look. I see September the 12th. I am going to be at the. When it started April 19th, I'm at the Bethesda Blues and Jazz in Bethesda, Maryland, and it's a pretty nice club, and nice venue. And then, like I said, September the 12th. These are pretty big, pretty good sized big gigs I got, which will be a lot of them are corporate. But the other one is September the 12th. I'm at the Warner Theater. No, I'm sorry. September the 6th. I'm at a place called the Warner Theater down here in DC. And this place
I've
holds
heard of it.
about, huh?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it. I don't know much about it, but I've heard of the venue.
Yes, about, I think about 1,800. 1,800 holds about 1,800 people probably.
Oh, very
Nice,
nice.
Uh, but
nice.
like I said, we're going to have, I think it's
Good
going to be
kitty.
three bands. It'll be my band, Memphis Gold. Then the group called the Nighthawks. They're gonna be there with me as
Oh man,
well.
they're killer. I know who they are.
Yeah, Nighthawks. Well, they're gonna be
Oh
there,
yeah,
and
tear it up.
I also
Wow.
gonna be doing that tribute to Otis Redding as well on that same
Oh
show.
okay.
Mm.
Yeah, excellent.
And then some Frankie Beverly. There's a band called We Are One. They're gonna be on the show as well, and which
Excellent.
will be like I said,
Well, we'll
Frankie Beverly
talk
show.
before that point comes. You know, September 6th, like right around my birthday. Who knows? I'm
Yeah,
always looking
that's
for
right.
something
That's
to
right. I
do.
think we talked about that. I
Unusual.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
Well,
we did
come on.
last time.
Well, me casa su casa, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Come on
man.
down.
Likewise, too. Next time you're up here,
Yeah.
you guys are always welcome to come up, bring
Have
your
you ever?
wife, and let's check out the
Yeah.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm love to. Have you guys ever heard of Daryl Davis? Guy named Daryl
Daryl
Davis.
Davis.
I
Uh,
think so.
No.
Look him up, man. He's a piano player. He does a lot of. He used to be a piano player for oh my
Bob
God.
Seger?
No. Out of Chicago. Chuck Berry. I'm thinking about Chuck Berry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
gotcha.
keyboard player for
No.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took me a second, then I.
Mhm. Yeah, they know everybody in Jersey. They know everybody in New York and Jersey. My wife is trying to. She's my. She's booking. She's trying to book up
All
here.
right.
So she said. So she tells me, said, make sure I send a shout out for some bookings because I'm still. I'm still
I'll see
booking
what
at
we can
people.
do, man. I'll
Would
send
love
your
to.
name and anything I know and anybody I know if I can hook
All
you
right.
up.
Well.
Bill, you working with an agency at this point?
On
Sometimes,
occasion, not regularly though.
Yeah.
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 It's tough, man, to find some like good representation anywhere unless they're all very like unless you can guarantee them so much money that
Exactly.
pretty hard to get.
Well, I found it abroad, man. That's why I love working abroad. I mean, it's like actually I
Oh
probably
yeah.
oh my God, when I go to Sweden and man, it is laid out the red carpet for you, man, and it's beautiful,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many years ago I went over
Mhm.
I went over to Germany, played in Berlin, in the city of it was right after the wall fell.
Okay.
Like it fell in 89 and
Mhm.
we were there in 87. Let me think about
Oh,
it. Second time we went back in 89. The
mhm.
first time though, the wall was up. It was
Okay.
just the most fucking bizarre thing. And we played over in East Germany. And I'm going to tell you, communism is screwed up when they can fuck up a hamburger or a hot dog. They cost you $18 or whatever. Back then, it was a lot of money. I always bumble around with the exchange rate, but it's so different because I went back to play with Blue Man Group back in 1997, 98. And it was so different. Where I'd been by the wall was just like, it's clean. It looks like the rest of Germany.
Right.
No garbage in the streets. East Germany in the old days, like Checkpoint Charlie and all that shit, it was a dump. I mean, it was just like if you went down the main street through Berlin, right to where the wall was, where Reagan stood up there. The Brandenburg Gate, on the other side of it, like when we went, like we went with a walking group and just took off and wandered around a little bit.
Right.
And you go a block or two off of the main drag, the Unter der Linden is the street that goes from it runs all the way through the Tiergarten into that spot. Well, now cars drive through the gate, man, at like 50 miles an hour.
Right.
Crazy shit. But back then it was pretty scary. I mean, we all had this fear we're going to get kidnapped by communists and dragged into the Iron Curtain, you know? I mean, we didn't have any idea. We're just a bunch of young lunatics.
Yeah. I know what you mean, man.
It's like my guys, first time we went to Amsterdam, we're on the train from Brussels and they see a what do you call it? A windmill. Thing's enormous. It's like
huge.
And like all tourists, they all like jump to the side of the train. They're like trying to get pictures. It's flashing off the inside of the thing. And I'm like, they're not like we see in the little comic books and shit when you're a kid. You think it's 2 stories high. These things are 10, 15 stories. It was ridiculous.
Oh my God.
And they're old. Like really an amazing country. And I had plenty of fun the first few times, especially because, marijuana being legal, the whole band was like, wow, this is great.
Oh my God, yes, man.
Oh my gosh, it was too much, but I've been going there now for a long time. I really like Amsterdam.
Well, and I tell you, they have some nice venues, nice. I mean, the people are just.
I played the Milkweg there. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah,
great gig, man.
Yeah, man.
It's like that is slamming, and when I first played there, they didn't have the big dance club attached. Man, I'll just tell you, you see things you just never forget. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
I know that's right, especially the red light district, huh?
Oh, yeah, I've seen some guy one time get savagely beaten because he was taking pictures of the girls.
Oh my God, yeah, that's.
I was just about to tell him, you don't want to even put that camera away, man. This is back in the day. People had a big old camera. It wasn't like cell phones. He's walking by, clicking pictures. This guy got savaged by the whatever mafia group was walking and patrolling that night. It's insane. I mean,
it is,
but it has its moments. It was fun.
Yeah,
I like the food and I like the museums.
I do.
I confess, I'd smoke a nice joint, go to the Van Gogh Museum.
That's right.
For a couple of hours, just kill a nice afternoon. Think about how sunflowers, the original, would look great on my wall, but probably not on unless we get the show signed up for some major cash. Closest I'll get is to the Metropolitan Museum of Art program for this month. Well, listen, I hope everybody who's out there lurking in the shadows watching will be back next week. Thanks for watching the show. And you guys, thanks for coming by, man. It's great to see both of you.
Yeah, me too, my brother. Oh, anytime, man. I'm like I said, finally getting down, trying to get my phones and my computers down. So I'm back now, okay?
Well, all right, my friend. Great time. Everybody watching, we're going to be out of here and we'll be back next Friday at 4 p.m. And go into the new media assets folder and we will bring you something just to get out of here. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next week.